Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos beyond the spotlight. The unspoken bond of ChenSi and Meng in a digital world flooded with fleeting trends. The quiet yet magnetic presence of ChenSi and Meng continues to spark a rare kind of fascination. Each time this on-screen duo appears together, be it in a behind-the-scenes clip or a candid fan capture, they ignite waves of discussion across social media. But what lies beneath the surface of their undeniable chemistry? This isn't a story of staged smiles or scripted affection. What makes ChenSi and Meng stand out is the quiet depth of their connection. Their chemistry doesn't shout, it resonates. Whether it's a shared glance during a take or a silent gesture of support when the cameras stop rolling, there's a sincerity in their bond that audiences can feel but can't quite define. And that's what keeps fans coming back, not just to admire, but to feel something real behind every captivating performance as a story of trust, hard work, and mutual respect. Through exclusive behind-the-scenes glimpses, we witness how these two navigate their roles with quiet dedication, often blurring the line between character and reality. Their moments, unscripted, unfiltered, remind us that true connection doesn't need to be declared loudly to be deeply felt for viewers. ChenSi and Meng offer more than entertainment. They offer a reflection of love that is gentle yet strong, quiet yet resonant. After watching them, we're reminded that sometimes, the most meaningful stories are not the ones shouted from the rooftops, but those whispered in the silences between two hearts, between takes and heartbeats. The quiet language of ChenSi and Meng on this journey. We invite you to step beyond the lens and discover the most heart-stirring moments they've shared. The quiet gratitude Meng carries for ChenSi and the unspoken, sweet signals that say more than words ever could. These are not just stories, they are emotional echoes that may awaken something in your own heart even after the cameras stop rolling. ChenSi and Meng remain closely attuned to one another. They are not merely co-stars delivering compelling performances. They are, in many ways, soulmates bound not by labels, but by a quiet understanding that radiates from every shared glance. Many have wondered how they manage to craft such emotionally charged scenes. The answer isn't found in rehearsals or scripts, but in the quiet, in-between moments. When the pressure mounts on set, it's ChenSi's easy humor and gentle encouragement that lightens Meng's burden. A warm cup of cocoa, a wordless tissue pass during a tough scene, small gestures that speak volumes in return. Meng never misses a beat. When ChenSi wrestles with nerves, she responds with calm assurance, a comforting hand on his shoulder, a handwritten card slipped into his coat pocket, reminding him he's not alone. Their story teaches us that real connection is built not through grand declarations, but through simple acts of care repeated over time. And perhaps, as viewers, we leave with more than admiration. We leave reminded of what tenderness looks like when no one is watching. The silent sparks of ChenSi and Meng. When emotion speaks louder than words, sometimes, it's the smallest gestures that leave the deepest marks. Between ChenSi and Meng, these quiet moments of tenderness have built a foundation of unwavering trust and a rare, unshakable friendship. There was one late night on set that fans still talk about. Exhausted and disheartened, Meng slumped in silence. ChenSi didn't offer grand speeches, he simply sat beside her, letting the silence speak. Then, in a soft voice, he said, "You've done great. Everyone is proud of you." Just like that, her spirit reignited. It was a simple phrase, but in that moment, it carried the weight of genuine care and a bond that goes far beyond the screen. Their fans often say, they're not acting. They're living from the heart. And it's true. What captivates audiences isn't just skill, but soul. Much has been said about their synergy. Some call it instinct, others say it's honed by time. But the truth lies somewhere in between. It's lightning meeting flint, natural, raw, yet shaped by countless shared moments during the filming of a pivotal drama. One scene had only a few lines in the script. But what unfolded was unforgettable. Meng, with just a glance and a quiver in her breath, conveyed a depth of pain that silenced the entire set. ChenSi mirrored her intensity, grounding the scene in something real. The director, moved to tears, called it a once-in-a-lifetime moment. In the silence between words, they spoke volumes. And in watching them, we're reminded, true connection doesn't need to shout to be heard. ChenSi and Meng, a connection that transcends the screen, culture, and time. Their chemistry doesn't end when the director yells cut, it flows naturally into everyday moments. A casual glance, a shared laugh, or a playful joke between ChenSi and Meng sends waves of emotion through their fanbase. Online, countless comments echo the same sentiment: they're not just a couple, they're soulmates. What makes their partnership truly unforgettable is this deep emotional resonance, a bond that outgrows their roles and becomes something profoundly real. In interviews, Meng has never hidden her gratitude. ChenSi is not just an outstanding actor, he's a mentor in my life, she once said. Behind this simple sentence lies a story of growth, healing, and quiet companionship. Early in her career, Meng was plagued by self-doubt. It was ChenSi, steady and patient, who stood by her side. When she stumbled, he didn't criticize, he comforted. When she felt inadequate, he offered guidance without judgment. Gradually, his faith in her gave her the courage to believe in herself. Their sweetness extends beyond drama sets. On a variety show, ChenSi once pulled a goofy face just to lift Meng spirits. Her laughter lit up the screen. That fleeting, unscripted moment became a fan favorite comfort clip, proof that joy doesn't always come from perfection, but from shared sincerity. From behind-the-scenes games to long nights of intense rehearsals, they remain committed, not only to their craft but to each other. Crew members often say, when ChenSi and Meng are around, the entire set feels alive. Their influence has now spread worldwide. Subtitled clips, international fan clubs, and handwritten letters pour in from across continents, all inspired by a connection that defies language. As one global fan beautifully put it, no matter where you're from, if you watch ChenSi and Meng, your heart will understand. And maybe that's the true magic. They don't just act, they remind us what it means to feel. ChenSi and Meng, a love letter to art, friendship, and the global heartbeat of emotion. In a world growing ever more connected, few stories cut through cultural noise to speak directly to the heart. ChenSi and Meng have done just that, not with spectacle, but with sincerity. Through their authenticity and dedication, they've built invisible bridges between audiences across continents, reminding us all that warmth, care, and genuine connection are universal languages. No accolade or trophy can replace the emotional resonance they inspire. And yet, what excites fans even more is what lies ahead. ChenSi and Meng are no longer just performers, they are evolving artists. As whispers swirl about their possible ventures into directing or screenwriting, many wonder, could their next great story be one they create together? Behind the camera, regardless of the path they choose, one thing remains certain: their love for storytelling and their gratitude for each moment will continue to guide them. Their grounded spirit, in an industry often driven by ego, is a quiet beacon. In his own words, ChenSi once said, "As long as the audience is willing to watch, we'll keep going." And how lucky we are to be watching. So here's our invitation to you: if you've ever smiled at their laughter, teared up at their performances, or felt seen in their silences, share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters. Your support fuels their journey. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to never miss a moment. With one small click, you can help others discover the magic of ChenSi and Meng and send a little more love into the world. Thank you for being here. See you next time.